The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live Reality Check, featuring in-depth interviews with today's reality TV stars. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live Reality Check.
Body is right, toes on fleek. Pedicure looking old but still fresh.
You know what? What's up, everybody? Hey, can we start that over again? I'm sorry. Oh, well, hey, everybody. We just had a little confusion in the studio. It is Corrinne with BHL's Reality Check. I am joined in studio with none other than...
Hi, guys. It's Michelle Renee.
And she always does her intro the same each and every time.
I do. Consistency is key.
Nonetheless, we are getting ready to jump into some of our very hot and trendy topics. So we're going to start with Michelle Renee.
All right. So I have two topics. One of them is perhaps more interesting than the other. So the more interesting one first or second?
I mean, girl, just surprise me, honey. It's Friday the 13th. I need surprises.
Okay. Well, we'll start with Dancing with the Stars, season 20.
Snooze fest.
Dancing with the Stars. Here we go. On Wednesday,
yes,
the pros for Dancing with the Stars were announced. So the professional ballroom dancers who will be accompanying the stars. They did not announce the stars. That won't be announced until February the 24th. But, of course, announcing the stars gets people kind of interested, gets people talking about the show. It's going to be the 20th season, and it's the 10-year anniversary.
20 seasons?
Yes, and 10-year anniversary, which means 2 seasons per year.
Are we going to lay this show to rest? Like, I know that's not your story, but, like, I'm exhausted. I don't even watch the show anymore.
Well, that kind of was my question to you guys. That kind of is my story. It's just, who do you want to see on Dancing with the Stars? Do you not want to see Dancing with the Stars anymore? Who was your favorite ever on Dancing with the Stars, even though I know what you're going to say?
Who do you think I'm going to say?
Nene.
Lies you tell. Nope, not even.
Who?
He was a football player, and he won.
Okay.
He was Cheryl Burke's partner.
Okay. I don't know.
He played for the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. I'm not a religious watcher of Dancing with the Stars, so...
You don't have to be a religious watcher.
Warren Sapp? I don't think he played for Dallas.
Girl, we ain't nobody saying no.
T.O. Terrell Owen.
I can't. He got kicked off. Was he even on the show?
Ocho Cinco.
I can't with Michelle.
What's his name? She don't even know his name.
I'm going to give you one more guess.
What does it start with?
Emmett
Till. Emmett Till. That was really bad. Oh my God, that was really bad. Emmett Till. Oh my God, rest in peace, Emmett Till. I'm sorry. I said it because it was Black History Month, and I hope everybody listening knows exactly who Emmett Till is and the tragedy that happened to him. So if you don't know that story, look that up. Let this be an educational moment to you to have your last names right. I meant to say Emmett Smith, people. Emmett Smith, okay? Emmett Smith. Not Emmett Till.
Moving on.
Emmett Smith. Okay, Emmett Smith was your favorite player on there.
Story.
Anyway, so that was just my story. So Emmett Smith was your favorite player.
He was my favorite contestant on the show. And after that, I just watched no more. I didn't even watch this recent season with Carlton.
Oh, that was good. See, I watched some of that, and I liked Carlton.
I like Carlton, but I mean, not enough to watch every Tuesday and Wednesday. Like, there are other things going on, on cable.
So of the competition shows, Dancing with the Stars, So You Think You Can Dance, America's Got Talent, X Factor, The Voice, American Idol, which one is your favorite if you had to pick one?
If I had to pick one, none. I don't watch any of them. Okay. Like, I think it's oversaturated, and I'm tired of the same type of show. Like, don't get me wrong, when Dancing with the Stars first came on, I was all about that life because I thought it was fun and exciting and interesting. Now it's more, I mean, a lot of the people that they get are not even real stars. Like, it's like having Corrinne Williams on there. I can do that.
Is this a shameless plug? ABC.
Maybe. Hi. Let's see. And then So You Think You Can Dance. Yeah, I was all about that show. But now I don't even know what day it comes on, when. Like, I'm tired.
So who would you, if you could pick one person that's a celebrity now, who would be a good contestant for the show?
Now, are we saying reality TV stars or like
Just
celebrities?
Since this is Reality Check, let's go with a reality TV star.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Okay, and why? Why would she be a good contestant on season 20 of Dancing with the Stars?
I mean, I just think, first of all, you always want somebody that's fun and entertaining and, a little outside the box. She's a little eccentric. And she would pull me in because I would be very curious to see, like, what she would say, like, during her, her practice times, and then how she would react to the judges when they would give her, the criticism. I mean, why not watch? That's why they pick the people that they do pick. Or maybe they have nobody else to pick. Just saying. Anyways, girl next door.
All right, anyways. So we shall see. Again, that's February 24th. You can tune in and see who's going to be on season 20 of Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
All righty. So my next story is about Miss Kim Kardashian, who always makes her way into our reality check.
She's
you know,
busy.
episodes.
What is this?
Well, this is the look that she wore last weekend for the Rock Nation brunch at the Grammys, but that's not the story. I just thought that was a nice picture of her since she cut her hair.
Do you like that outfit?
I don't hate the outfit. What I don't particularly like is the necklace and the bracelets.
It's a little too much.
And I think it's interesting that her chest looks so small here because...
She has side boob.
But I mean, I think she's cute. I like the short hair, the new short hair on Kim.
I think she can get away with any type of hair because she's a very attractive woman.
She's really pretty.
She's pretty.
So Miss Kardashian West is in the new issue of Love magazine. You know, Love has been doing a lot of work with the Kardashian-Jenner clan. And...
Who that?
What?
Love?
Love magazine. I think it's like a
Love magazine.
Yeah, Love magazine.
Okay.
I think it's like a smaller publication that comes out monthly. So,
Okay.
or maybe by I don't know
You
what I'm
don't-
trying to say.
she
I don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, she was in a recent issue. She was in a recent issue of the magazine, and she's talking with Cara Delevingne, the model, who is a guest editor and contributor to the magazine. And in this interview, Kim shares a little bit too much, TMI, if you will. So she shares a few things. I'm going to go over some of them.
Oh, Lord.
So-
Let me sip my tea, honey.
Sip your tea and get ready for this. Okay, so maybe you know this or maybe you don't, but Kim is a big fan of Spanx. She wears Spanx under a lot of the stuff she wears, and apparently there is a crotchless Spanx that allows you to use the bathroom in them when you have them on, so you don't have to take the Spanx off since they're so hard to get on. Well, Kim says that I always pee all over my Spanx. It's a disaster. They aren't crotchless enough. So that was number one moment of TMI.
There are more.
There are more. I have a list of 7 here, but I'm just going to go over 3
honey,
for
let
the
me
sake of
know.
time. She also says there's no such thing as too big.
Talking about penis?
Yes, that would be correct. So,
I mean, what's wrong with that?
ooh, okay, Corrinne. All right.
I'm just asking a question. Right, audience? I'm just asking a question. What's wrong?
There's no such thing as too big.
I mean, maybe her big is not
Excuse
that
me.
big.
Did you see Real Housewives of Atlanta? What was the one kid's name?
Magic. No.
No, his name was
Delicious.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Now, Corrinne, that's insane.
It was long though. It wasn't necessarily like big with like girth.
That's insane. So,
Whatever, Michelle.
so Kim also shares that she wants to have sex with herself. She's asked what her favorite animal is, and she says that she asked if she could be an animal, what animal she'd be, and she says she wants to be a seahorse. And so Cara says that seahorses can apparently have, sexual intercourse with themselves. I guess it's one of those asexual
can't
animals.
even.
And she's like, I always wondered what that would be like.
And you gave her voice too. Okay, honey. Linda,
Anyway.
I am so
Yeah.
perplexed. Like, okay.
Among other things. Go ahead. You were going to say something else?
Yeah. So my only question is this Kim really thinking and believing these things, or is she being coached by someone to just, push the envelope and be a little bit eccentric and like crazy and quirky and essentially sounding dumb?
I mean, I don't know. I don't mean this in a negative way, but this is the only expression that I can think of right now. If you lay with dogs, you get fleas. And her husband, that came out nasty, but I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying her husband is really eccentric. Or what did BT give him a BT honor for? His genius or uniqueness or something. They used a polite word, but I'm saying he's eccentric. So it's probably rubbing off on her.
I think she thinks...
Visionary. That's what it was. They said he was a visionary.
But you see, he is a visionary, though. Think of all the things that he has done musically. Like, just base him off of musically. He's a producer. He's a writer. You know, the list goes on and on. I'm not going to talk about him in fashion because I can't get into that yet. But for him being labeled as a visionary, I can get with that. Kim doing this little ratty interview, thinking that sounds cute, cool, quirky, funny. Oh, he sounds so intelligent. Ridiculous.
Well, just to wrap up, she also says her favorite position is from the back. She says that she likes nudity, which, I mean, that's not hard to...
that's evident.
That's no surprise.
Kim.
She also tells on Courtney, saying that Courtney apparently peed at the Delano Hotel in Miami once on herself as well. And she expresses that she is obsessed with murders and dead bodies. So pick up that copy of Love Magazine.
It's out right now?
Sure.
I mean, she just sounds a little bit pressed. Like, oh, this will pick up traction. But honestly, nobody's talking about it except us right now. So, Kim, do better.
No, other people are talking about
it.
Do
better.
But I think because
I have not heard this.
Okay. This is my theory on Kim. I feel like every time we see her, she's very rehearsed and very coached and buttoned up. So maybe this is the real her. You never know, because we've never seen the real her before.
Okay, can I just bring up, before we transition on into the next topic, let's talk about
whatever you want to bring
these
up,
Spanx. Now, allegedly, her body is paid for. You know, plastic surgeons love her because she spends big dollar bills. So why do you need all these Spanx, Kim? You've got the great butt. You've got these bot hips. You've got these bot abs.
No, she didn't.
You've got...
Well, I mean, some outfits do. to play devil's advocate, some outfits do, you know, give you an unflattering little lower poot sag. You know, she has had a child.
True that. I forgot. Okay, strike the record. I take it back.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I was kind of surprised to learn that she wore Spanx, too.
But it's just like, honestly, be a lady about it. Like, don't tell everybody that you're, you know, taking a whiz on yourself. Like, keep some things to yourself. Like, less is more. I think the older generation had that piece right. Everybody doesn't need to know everything. But then this is also coming from someone who has a sex tape.
All right,
moving right along.
Moving on.
Okay.
What you got for us, girl?
Girl, so I know that you're all into pop culture and you know what's going on with these reality stars, but is Stevie J a deadbeat dad or not?
You want me to
Yeah,
guess?
I guess I know. Is he?
Probably.
Okay, so basically what's going on with Stephen Jordan, he went to court on Tuesday and he pled not guilty to being a deadbeat father. I said father. Let's see here. So the Love and Hip Hop star is charged with failing to pay more than $1 million in child support for his 2 children, despite the fact that he makes, and it's stated here, $27,000 a month for being a star on his show, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta.
So what, you want to know what I think?
What do you think about this, Michelle?
Well,
is he a deadbeat dad? Like, should he have gone to court and said, I am guilty and I do owe $1 million? But he said, I'm not a deadbeat daddy.
Listen, I think that in situations like this, when the woman wants money, usually you can kind of prevent her to going from court if you at least come off a little bit of coins. So I feel like maybe not the whole $1 million that he owed her, but he could have probably given her a little bit and been like, okay, look, I'm going to start paying you gradually. So for him to just go to court and say, no, I'm not a deadbeat dad, I've allegedly paid this, and subsequently getting out of whatever he still owes her, then yes, you're a deadbeat dad. If you don't want to at least pay something and you're going to act like you paid it all. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense.
No,
but.
I get what you're saying. So let's take it back to the story. The judge who is, proceeding over this case, he says, and I quote, "It's strange the case was being tried in Manhattan federal court instead of state court," which, and that's a typo. So basically, the judge is basically questioning, like, why is this case being handled in New York instead of Atlanta, where you actually preside. And let's see, Stevie J says, "I've been waiting for a judge who understands what I'm going through." Stevie, no one understands. We want you to pay that back child support. That's honestly what we want and need you to do. And TMZ had actually caught him on the street, hence this picture. And he basically is saying that he has no problem, and I'm loosely quoting here, he has no problem with paying child support, but you have to take into consideration that he is not a deadbeat dad. He is present in his children's life. He provides them fiscally, with the things that they need, but they spend too much. So this is not his problem.
Well, he looks like a 1940s paperboy in this outfit. Like, what? I just don't like that damn hat. So, and here goes Dancing with the Stars contestant.
Hey, how sweet, honey. Yes.
So,
can you imagine her on the show, though? Side note, she'd have a stripper pole for one.
No, I feel
I'm
like
just
she
saying.
would be good on the show,
She'd be
actually.
great.
But to go back to our first story.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know. Some people get kind of caught up in, how old are his kids? Some people get caught up in the I don't want to pay child support because my wife or my ex-wife or whatever she was is going to use it, and so that's why they don't want to pay it. They rather like give it directly to the kids. Then he might be saying the kids spend it too much. So
I don't think he legitimately has whatever it is that she's asking for. Yeah, he's getting 27, and I think it's more. I honestly think he's getting more than $27,000
a month.
Yeah, because think about the show. He is the star of the show. Benzino got fired, not Stevie J.
So how much do you think he's getting?
Let's see.
$27,000 a month. That's a lot.
I think he's getting a little bit, like I would say in the 30s.
A month?
Yes. He's
or per
the show.
episode or what?
This says a month, so I'm just going to go off of it and say a month.
Okay.
He's the star of the show. Him and Hasley.
Okay.
I mean, who else are we talking about on the show? Like, who else is even left on the show?
I don't know.
I
don't watch Living.
Oh, you don't want
hip-hop.
Anyways, so yeah, let's see. The prosecutor for the case is basically saying that, they've tried to work out agreements with Stevie before in the past, but he has negated to actually come forth and basically pay. So, I mean, are you saying he's a deadbeat or not?
I think that they need to contact VH1 and garnish those wages.
Mona can write that lengthy check. I mean, Stevie's making you all kinds of coins, Mona. You can just write $1 million, honey.
That's probably gonna be his storyline next season.
Okay, yeah. So on to the next. And our next story has to do with this.
You found
family.
Why did you pick this picture?
What's wrong with it? Because I wanted it.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I just asked you why you picked this particular picture.
I wanted the mother, the father, and the baby, because everyone in this photo is affected. Okay, Michelle? All right. Is that all right?
That's fine.
Nonetheless, with this story, I'm sure that you guys have heard. What? I want to cackle.
I'm just laughing.
Little Marley here. So in case you don't know, the people in the photo are Eva Marcel, who is a model and a contestant winner of America's Next Top Model, and Kevin McCall,
R&B singer
/ rapper / a whole bunch of slashes. They have had a baby together. And Marley has just turned 1 year of age, and Eva took it upon herself to throw her baby a great birthday party. But the father was not invited. Was that wrong or not?
At first, without all the back... Are you going to get to that? Because I don't want to ruin it.
I just want to ask the question first.
So what, you want me to give you a yes or no?
Yeah.
Is it wrong to not invite your baby's dad to?
Yes. So you need to
It just depends. It depends. That's my answer. It just depends.
She's
okay?
like, it just depends.
It just depends. And in this instant, I don't think that she was wrong.
So basically what the story is, they were a couple relatively briefly. She got pregnant. She had this beautiful daughter, and Kevin allegedly went a little cray-cray on her. And I say allegedly. I wasn't there. I'm just reporting stories. And so the outcome of that was Eva Marcel went ahead and took out a 5-year restraining order against Kevin McCall. Do not come near me. Do not collect $200. And don't look at my baby. Do not.
He can still look at the baby.
Don't. Can he?
He has the baby sometime.
Oh, I didn't see that. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so smacking on the mic.
All right.
So basically that's that. Without just reading the whole story verbatim. So was it wrong though? Though she has this restraining order, should he still have been allowed to be at the first birthday party?
Okay, No, I think that he should not have been allowed to be there. Obviously, the baby just turned 1 year old.
Yes.
They didn't break up right when the baby was first born. They were still together for at least a few months after the baby was born.
They were together for like 90 days.
What do you mean? Like after the baby was born?
It just seems like they were together for like 90 days.
All I'm saying is I saw pictures of all three. Obviously, they were still together after the baby was born. What am I saying? I'm trying to argue my case, and there's a picture right here to prove it. And the baby's probably 3 months in this picture. No. 2 months. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I feel like that's still relatively fresh. 5 years down the road when the baby's turning 5, he hasn't acted up. They're getting along better. Okay, you can come, Kevin. Okay, the restraining order might still be in effect, but there's good blood between us. Come on over, have some cake and ice cream. It still seems pretty fresh, and especially since there was all this beef going back and forth, with him on social media and her saying stuff, which means there's still some nastiness there. So no, he should have stayed where he was. Well, you disagree?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I feel like I need more meat and potatoes to see. But some of the stories that I read, did not show him in the greatest light. Mm-hmm. And, he's coming off as, his character is coming off to be a little bit, sketchy. So would I want somebody like that around my child? No. But did I lay down with him? Yeah.
Oh, no, she didn't go there. This is also the thing. We have to take into consideration that the alleged incident did involve domestic violence here. And if that is a case of domestic violence, maybe she feels threatened. 1 in 5 women, people. And who is to say that she wasn't one of, so that might be a legitimate concern of hers, that she's scared of him. Maybe she didn't want him there. For not only baby's sake, but for her sake. I don't know.
Well, what do y'all think? Let us know. Go ahead and tweet us at BHL Online and weigh in with your thoughts. Should he have been there or not? Does Kim K sound ridiculous or not? Should Stevie J go to jail for not paying child support or nah? I'm just saying.
And will you be watching season 20 of Dancing with the Stars or no?
Hell no. Or hell no. Okay. Michelle, do you have a reality check or X tonight or no?
Oh, wow. I forgot about that, didn't I? I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. Well, mine is on a more serious matter. I am reality Xing a man by the name of Carlton Ray Champion. He was dating a woman who was transgendered, and he took it upon himself to allegedly, the story has not been confirmed yet, but, it's alleged that he killed her because he found out that she was transgendered. And so I'm Xing it. You took the time to court this woman and get to know her and fill up on her body, but now you found out that she was, maybe something that you're not comfortable with. That doesn't mean that you can go ahead and take a life, Carlton. Shame on you. Michelle?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reality X that just for the fact that he killed someone, transgender or not. That's usually never a very good idea.
It's a human being.
So I'm going to reality check Drake for his surprise album that he dropped on last night, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're reading this, it's too late. This is the name of the album. So congratulations to Drake. I like him. And
I've heard one song.
That song where he throws a little bit of shade at Tyga.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, so if you don't know what we're referring to, some rap beef there where Drake mentions in one of his songs, act your age, not your girl's age. And Tyga allegedly is dating Kendall Jenner.
17-year-old
Kendall Jenner. Mm-hmm. And felt that line was directed at him and actually sent out a tweet about Drake. It's since been deleted. But anyway, we all love a good rap beef, so.
But I like Drake. I just was saying that to my friend earlier today. I like him. And I heard one song they played on 105 this morning. And I was like, hey, I was getting too turned up before work. But it was a great song. And I was like, I had to Shazam it. Because I'm like, who is this? I was like, no way. Drake has a new album. That's how I found out.
Oh, that's how you found out?
Yeah, at 7 o'clock this morning. I was like, oh my God, no way.
Stop Shazamming and driving.
No, I was parked. Thank you. The Kia was parked.
You lying too.
Girl.
I promise you guys, I was just thinking, I didn't want to say swear, but I was just
She swears.
I was just thinking like, oh, Drake hasn't had an album in a while, and then he released one.
But I appreciated him being gone though. Like I needed time to breathe because, you know, when he's out with the album, the radio station is saturated with a Drake song, and I don't need that in my life. Like I'm getting into J. Cole. I really enjoy his new album.
His new album's good too.
It's giving me so much life. You know, I'm excited about this Tyga and Chris Brown album that's getting ready to hit. You know, give me a chance to really like somebody else because, you know, when it's a Drake beat or a Drake song, I'm like, hey, and I don't even know what he's talking about. It just makes me move just like that. So whatever.
He's always talking about the same thing. But anyway.
So that is our show for tonight. And Michelle Renee, where can all of your lovely fans find you at?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Michelle Renee TV.
And y'all know where you can find me, but if you don't, you can check me out on Twitter at JustSaying08 and Instagram JustSaying1908. Hair flips.
Happy Valentine's Day too, by the way.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Singles Awareness. Corrinne.
Who tried it? Jesus is my lover.
From producers Maria Menounos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.
Hollywood Redefined.